Broadcasting live, it's the OGGM at 8 o'clock in the morning. It's the first day of September in the year of our Lord Steve the Cat 2023. It's about 73 degrees and hazy here at Site B. I'm using my radio voice. I don't know why. And this is I, the OGGM, coming to you live. There's things coming out of my printer, and I didn't tell it to print, so the power must have gone out last night or something. Yay. You don't care. It's Friday. Happy Friday. Happy first day of fall. Happy beginning of haunt season. Happy pumpkin spice season. Go into Trader Joe's and you will see anything you can possibly put the name pumpkin spice on. It's also the day of the week when we check up with our friends over at Paizo to see what, if anything, new news-wise we have regarding the ORC and their plans for 2024 to compete with the onslaught of the juggernaut that is 2024 Dungeons and Dragons. Now, if there was any confusion regarding how many people play Dungeons and Dragons in one store in the United Kingdom, Dungeons and Dragons sales and play was up 82% in 2020, according to a survey. This year, it's up 40%, which, according to the same survey, means that more people are playing D&D now than they were in 2020, because 40 is higher than 80. Scott Steiner math, everybody. Let's see what's going on with Paizo. All right, since last time we checked in, we have a long-buried history. This is more information on the whole dwarf thing they're doing. They've got this big, huge dwarf-centric book coming up when they will probably completely rewrite dwarves for Paizo to be more inclusive. We've got this month's releases for Starfinder and Pathfinder. So let's see what we've got coming up. There's going to be some Twitch stuff starting today on the Paizo Twitch channel at Twitch TV/official Paizo. It'll be a special live stream to kickstart the Pathfinder playtest. Don't you mean Starfinder playtest? Because Pathfinder's done. You've finished playfinder. Okay, wait a minute. What are you playtesting? Because Pathfinder's done. Keep an eye on the horizon. Well, this says there isn't any playtesting going on. Okay, but this says there's a live stream of a Paizo playtest today at 2 p.m. on Paizo Twitch, okay? And then tomorrow, no, wait, I'm sorry, yes, I'm reading the days. Today's September 1st. Yesterday, there was a live stream. You can still watch that. Today, there's a live stream of the Pathfinder Haro Deck Starfinder Enhanced and the Pathfinder Remastered project. So today they will, I guess, do more playtesting and designing and talking about whatever their plans are. I don't know what they're playtesting. Kickstarter or playtest Pathfinder, but Pathfinder's done. So unless you're making Pathfinder 3rd edition, please don't. What are you playtesting? Another new source book? Okay, so I guess they're doing a Haro deck. The Haro deck is sort of their take on the deck of many things / a tarot deck for the Pathfinder universe. We've got the Lost Omens Knights of Laswell Special Edition. This is more information for the Lost Omens Adventure Path and the Pathfinder current timeline. And I guess this features paladins and knights and cavaliers and all that other fun stuff. We've got Starfinder Society Scenario 605 starting up at any of you game stores that are doing Starfinder Society. This is called Unearthing Olumbia, and it is for 5th through 8th level Starfinder Society officially approved characters. This has nothing to do with the playtest for the Starfinder 2 that I don't know if anybody really wanted Starfinder 2, but they're doing it. Then for Pathfinder Adventure Path, we've got Adventure Path 194, Cult of the Cave Worm. This is Sky King's 2, number 2 out of 3. Wow, 3-part Adventure Path. Remember when Adventure Paths were like 8 parts? Though, let's face it, some of those middle parts of some of those 8-part adventure paths were just really just like, oh, God, no, you're just making shit up. So maybe 3 is a better, 3 to 5, I think, is a perfect adventure path, right? 5-room dungeon, 5-part adventure path, beginning, middle, and end. Start them at 1st, 2nd, end them at 8th, 10th. You can probably tell a complete story between 3 to 5. I don't know if, some of these needed to be 8 chapters long. We've got Starfinder Bounty number 9, Burning Ambitions. This is for 4th level character, and it involves a prestigious student from the Solar University off doing freelance investigating and student stuff. So maybe there'd be like some Animal House stuff in this one. Flip maps. Who does not love flip maps? So we've got a new flip map out from the Paizo. This is called the Underground City Multi-Pack. Some good, decent, generic dungeon-looking stuff going on. Definitely useful for any game that uses maps. Flip maps are great because you don't have to draw. You just get the map, you fold it out, you connect a few other things. Like, there's a dungeon. I did it. And then you're like, that's the same dungeon we went through last week and the week before and a year ago. And you're like, look, you want me to go through a better dungeon? Buy me more flip maps. We've got a Starfinder Society scenario starting. This is number 606, Tomorrow's Seeker. This is a brand new 1st level scenario, though it is part of the Year of Fortune's Fall adventure path. We've got the Pathfinder Society Special 398, Expedition into Pallid Peril. This is a Pathfinder's one-shot special designed for 1st through 6th level characters. 1st through 6th level characters. So they start at 1st and they end at 6, or you can have a party composed of 1st and 6th level characters. It seems to be an unusual range. This is part of the Year of Shattered Sanctuaries scenarios. We've got a Pathfinder Society scenario number 416, Declines Academy First Great Prank War. Wait a minute, didn't I just say that? So I guess this is a magic school where a group of magic students are going to go on to do a prank war at a magic school because, yes, that's what people want. Then we have Pathfinder Society scenario 417, Tapping the Hag's Claw. This is the conclusion of the Year of Boundless Wonder and the sequel to the Great Prank War. Because nothing says high-level multi-investment adventures like hanging out at school and water ballooning teachers. We've got a Pathfinder Society intro adventure called Year of Unfettered Explorers. This is something you would pick up if you're just starting to do Pathfinder Society stuff and give you a good jump start into the Pathfinder Society and the Pathfinder timeline and where things are going on in the official Pathfinder world as of today. So if your game store is doing this and you want to get into it, they might be doing something with this. It's also a great starter adventure if you want to teach people how to play Pathfinder. We've got the Year of Unfettered Exploration Part 2. We've got a book bundle that you can get, and the comic book bundle, this is over at Humble Bumble. This features a whole bunch of digital comic books. We mentioned this on Monday when we did our bundles, bundles. So yeah, it's a whole bunch of digital copies of all the different Pathfinder comic books. But because these are digital copies, I highly recommend that you check them for viruses and stuff. We have Pathfinder Society Season 5 and Starfinder Society Season 6. All those adventures are now officially up on Foundry. So if you want a chance to play them for the first time or replay them again with the latest in digital toys, now you can. And that seems to be it for all the Pathfinder Starfinder Society. Notice that at no point in time in that did we say what's going on with the, I don't know, what I don't know what voice it at. What are you doing, computer? Stop it. What's going on with the ORC? Maybe the next story will give us ORC information. God, this page is slow. You are one slow web page. Paizo partners with Pegasus Publishing to bring you a t-shirt designs for DragonCon. No one cares. Step into Harrowing. Hey, they're making an official Pathfinder Harrowing deck. They've done this before, pretty sure. Plus, there's dozens of them on Etsy. So, but yeah, now you can get the new updated official Harrowing deck. The Harrow deck in Pathfinder universe is similar to the Deck of Many Things, and also a tarot deck. So, yeah, and it plays a part in some of the storylines. But at the end of the day, it's just a deck of cards that have been themed to Pathfinder. So since last time we checked, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 stories from Paizo, none of which have anything to do with the current status of the ORC, which now has been in the hands of the Library of Congress for over a month. So at this point, even if they haven't officially gone through it, because it can take up to 3 months, we should at least have a status of where it is in the docket. Now, this might be something people like me would be interested in knowing what's going on with the status of the ORC, but I could understand why you would think, like, nobody cares about this stuff. Who cares if it's now number 58 in the docket? I do. Maybe nobody else does, but I care. I want to know what's going on with the ORC. I want to know when people can start using it. I want to know if and when it actually becomes official, if it'll even be mattered, or people by then will be like, I don't care. I've already forgot about it and I don't really need it, which I kind of think is what's going to happen when it's finally announced, when the copyright's finally fulfilled. You know, we're going to be probably maybe it might be a year. It might be going on a year by the time the ORC becomes official. And at which point a year, you know, January 2024, are people still going to care about the OGL war of January 2023? Are people still going to care about the ORC? Are people still going to care? Or they're just moved on to whatever the new controversy that Wizards of the Coast has done and whatever stupid thing they're going to do in January 2024. It's going to be hard to top January 2023, but I have faith, Wizards of the Coast, you can come up with a new way to screw yourselves over in 2024. So yeah, I think by the time we actually have the official stamp and the official permission from Paizo to actually start using the ORC with product, no, I don't know if anybody's going to care. I will, but I don't know if anybody else will. Anyways, that's the Paizo news for the day, like we do every Friday. If you want to continue to hear me do this every Friday, let me know. If you never want to hear me do this ever again, let me know. Hopefully, maybe next week we'll have some new ORC news. Until then, why don't you ORC that you haven't subscribed yet? See what I did there? And take a moment to subscribe. Help me hit 2,000 subs by the end of the year, which is rapidly approaching upon us. It's September 1st, which means hunt season and pumpkin spice latte season has begun. I will talk to you later. Spooky, 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 spooky.